towards me, running towards me, and he just stabbed me in my chest.
I'm talking to Shlomi Rand. In this video, the attacker circled in red is running towards him. When they come together behind the tree, he's stabbed and runs for his life. He's now recovering in hospital with an injury to the lung.
I didn't see his knife. I didn't know at the moment that I was stabbed. I just ran. I saw he was chasing me, and I ran to a nearby synagogue to take shelter. That way I noticed that I'm bleeding.
What would you say to the Prime Minister?
What I'd say to the Prime Minister, I'd say that it's time to stop to ignore what's happening in the streets of London and take charge.
And what do you think he needs to do?
First of all, change the tone, the way he speaks about our people.
Hatzola, the Jewish volunteer ambulance service in Golders Green, is where the Prime Minister chose to meet members of the community. Well, the Prime Minister is due to be here in about 20 minutes, but his visit was supposed to be kept under wraps, and it appears that word has got out because now there's a growing group of people here who are not big fans of the Prime Minister.
Don't want more funding for security. We want the threats to stop.
This cannot happen again. It's not too much. Never again should people be getting stabbed on these streets.
I'm angry, very angry, but also quite afraid for the future.
Inside the compound of this Jewish community ambulance service, the Prime Minister met first responders who'd helped the victims and some who'd even administered aid to the perpetrator after he'd been tasered and forcibly detained. Well, it was interesting earwigging on some of the conversations in here because whilst the medics and first responders here were welcoming to Keir Starmer when he arrived, they were also asking him questions about what his government was going to do, particularly around what they were describing as anti-Jewish marches in the centre of London. And Keir Starmer responded saying that that was something his government had been talking about this morning. Afterwards, the Prime Minister had this message.
We will strengthen our security and protect our Jewish community. But I also call on everyone decent in this country to open their eyes to Jewish pain, Jewish suffering, and Jewish fear. I call on everyone to come together and fight anti-Semitism. The suspect has been named as 45-year-old Essa Suleiman. Police said on Thursday he'd been referred to de-radicalisation programme Prevent in 2020. CCTV obtained by Sky News shows people running away after the first victim was stabbed, and we see the suspect walking across the road towards his next victim, a 76-year-old man standing at a bus stop. After being tasered by the police, the suspect was held to the ground. Civilians tried to help disarm him.
Drop the knife!
A volunteer who patrols the area pinned his legs down.
No matter what comes our way, whether hate or danger, we'll always run towards that danger and protect them.
The government's now raised the terror threat level from substantial to severe, meaning another terrorist attack in the next 6 months is highly likely. Jason Farrell, Sky News.